we turned that sound into this. So tomorrow is my birthday. As this upload goes up, it will be my birthday.
What is that? It is your birthday, period.
It's a statement of fact.
Not even an exclamation point?
This is more professional.
Right now I'm 29, so as my girlfriend got me this cool sticker, I will be 29 plus 1, which means I'm officially gonna be in my dirty 30s. Today I want to celebrate my birthday by showing you guys that sound design is way easier than what you guys make it out to be most of the time. A lot of people think they need to be synth legends. You need to know Serum inside and out. You need to know phase plant inside and out. You need to know the technological side of stuff. And I'm here to tell you, you don't. You just need to be a creative person and not put yourself in a box that says, if I can't make a good sound in Serum in an hour, then I am not a good producer. I am not a good sound designer. I'm not worthy of being in the space. That's wrong. You're wrong. And I'm going to show you. I literally just spent 20 minutes not only sound designing, but also making a whole 8-bar loop for you guys to experience. And I want to show you guys how generally fun sound design is when you don't put this pressure on yourself. So we're going to dive into the project right now. And the reason why, and well, if I just zoom out, you'll see how hefty this project is with so much sound design stuff. I'm actually working on a new sample pack for you guys. It's going to be all original sounds, unique basses, all that stuff. More details coming soon. But if you do want to support me now and get value and level up your production, you can feel free to join my Patreon down below. I upload new producer tools every week. You get your own feedback, sample packs, project files, racks. It's all there down below. Join today, become part of my community, and thank you to all my subs that I currently have. I'm very grateful for you all to allow me to do what I love. So today, I just want to show you, I took this original, I just grabbed any sound. I can do this with anything, but I just chose this Wales bass, right? So this is what it sounds like. And we turned that sound into this. All those sounds you heard, besides the drums, are going to be what I made in like less than 10 minutes, honestly. And this is the fun thing about sound design, which I think people need to understand and separate sound design from production, is because when you're producing, you're like, this bass goes here, the sound goes here, let me EQ it, let me get it right. In sound design, you take all that shit and throw it out the window, because you can do whatever you want. You want to spike EQs, you want to do crazy filtering, who cares? It's super phasey. Who cares? You can fix that in the final phases of when you're trying to make these basses actually work in your mix, or when you're actually ready to save the samples. But get creative, get sloppy. Allow yourself that freedom. And I'm going to show you today. So not only did we turn that Wales bass into that, I just use, I'm going to say basic stuff, but I mean, obviously it's not Ableton stock. I'm using minimal audio stuff. This is not an ad by them. I just got their stuff probably like 6 months ago, and I haven't used it a ton. So when I was doing the sample pack, I was like, let me choose some stuff. So I have Morph EQ, Rift, the EDMT right here is just a ton of OTTs, as you can see. Form Reverb, which is a delay reverb, G-clip, and EQ. That's it. But the biggest thing I say with this is being able to play with warping your sounds without complex. I'll show you why. And if anyone has Morph and wants to see it, I'm using Alternator, which is literally the first preset right here. It's cool, gives a little spike in the resonance. You can literally just do this with your EQ if you want as well. Just follow this path right here. I'm not doing any of the actual morphing. Rift is just a preset of Static Theory. Sounded cool for this. All I do is I click shuffle randomly, and hey, I found something I like while I'm playing a sound. This is literally just OTT, OTT, OTT. I think you get the point. They're all just in parallel. Swarm Reverb, for anyone that wants it, I'm using Dripsin, which is apparently the 5th one. I'm not getting too complicated with this. I know it's not Ableton stock, but stick with me. And then G-clip, so make sure it's not clipping. What I like to do, though, is I'll like to take this bass, or any bass. Cool, that's cool. That has some cool sounds to it, right? But what I like to do, cut all that off, turn off warp, and then we're going to play around with this. And we can also, if you hold Command Option Shift or Control Alt Shift and drag, you can drag your sample here. You can do this with any sample that's long, move it around. What I like to do is pitch it up and pitch it down. Usually I like to pitch it down, it gives me cool tones, and then really shorten it. And this is why you want like your compression / OTTs, because it's thick. Stick with me here. That's cool. You can get something cool like that, right? And then whatever, print it. Okay, now I like to bring this back in. Mind you, it just went through my master chain. Mind you, it went through all that processing, and I'm sending it back into the slammer. This is going to distort a lot. Sometimes you need to control that. That's why the EQ here is. And now we're going to do it again. Turn that off. Shorten it up. They have a very nice tonal bass, or like gunshot. Maybe we want something a little more BOSSFIGHT-ish. Cool. Let's do it again. You can also turn down your gain if you don't want to totally blow out. Let's turn the warp off. And we have some sort of bass, right? I'm speed running this, but you know, you can take your time and have fun. So what happened to that whale sample? Well, it turned into this. It actually got stretched and I turned complex on to mess with the tone I wanted, and that printed this. I then played with that and got this high sound, turned into this. I then took that, played with it even more. But as you can see, I'm just stretching, and the compression is going to create these tails, and all your different filtering is going to create cool movement. I also created these, but I didn't really include. So why am I saying that? Because you don't only have to do one shots. You can just plug these in how you want, and that's how we create the main kind of gist for our main project or drop that we put together. It's okay. But then now the sound design's done. I can hear the potential there, right? And mind you, this isn't a final mix and master, so don't go all crazy on that. We have basic drums. It's just an ivory loop. I have the audio, which I literally printed from this. That is this right here. Sample 1, sample 1. Sample 2, sample 2. And then I use my sub. This is my sub rack. It has all my presets, tear out, dubstep, noisy, anything you kind of need for bass music. It's in my Patreon. Like I said, I plugged it at the beginning, but you can get it there. So what I did is I didn't even really go crazy on this because, like I said, not a real final mix and master. It's just a showcase. Took out the low end because the low end's kind of muddy on this, as I can show you here. It's not like it has a really clean sub. Versus this. So you always want a clean sub. I just pulled it in because it's wide, so now it's not as wide. Pulled down the volume because it's been sent through my master 3 times. And that's where you get this basic start, right? And then I just chopped it up again to make like a little B section. Now, a cool thing that you'll probably see from the Soul Valiant video is I also just kind of trimmed down the noise because it is noisy, right? The tails, so it makes it a little more staccato-y. It just cuts out that tail versus if it's not there. And I just, like I said, I brought sample 1, just kind of be a middle shot, EQ'd it how I wanted. Just kind of using that tonal element with this. And then I took that higher pitch and just made it the note. And just added some reverb. And literally just these 3 elements all together, we created a whole loop in less than 20 minutes. So this just shows you how easy sound design can be if you just your mind out of like, I need to synthesize this. Like you would never guess, no DJ in the crowd's gonna be like, this bass, Wheysted Bass 73. That drop is made by Wheysted Bass 73. You're not gonna get that because you took the time to resample and get creative. Obviously, I would have to go through and mix this a lot better. There's still some distortion and all that stuff. I'm not worried about it for this video because you guys get the point. So anyways, yes, it is my birthday. We had some fun. Tomorrow, or I guess today for you guys, I'll probably just stream a little bit of me producing. I have a collab I need to work on, so I'm going to work on that. But yes, if you're new here, also feel free to subscribe and join the community as I'm trying to get over 10K this year. I appreciate all your help. Thank you everyone that is on the Patreon once again, and happy producing. I'll see you in the next video.